Bonjour Mike Tyson, merci de répondre aux questions de
No
Canada.
English, huh?
Yeah, but you have
Oh,
translation.
okay, okay.
Vous êtes ici à Monaco pour le Sportel qui fête ses 25 ans. Vous êtes l'invité d'honneur. Mais aussi, vous êtes ici à Monaco pour votre one-man show. Quel est le point commun entre le fait de se retrouver sur un ring et sur une scène?
So, Mr. Tyson, you're here as a guest of honor for the Sportel's 25th anniversary. What is the common point between being here on a one-man show and on the ring?
Well, it's pretty much it's similar, just that I don't have to go to the hospital after I do my one-man show. You know, you have the same feelings. You want to perform well. I hope you do well. And you know, it's a live crowd. It's pretty intense, so you try to make sure you don't make any mistakes.
Est-ce que pour vous, c'était un moyen de retrouver l'adrénaline que vous aviez sur un ring, de vous retrouver avec encore du public devant vous?
Is this another way to have a rush of adrenaline again, to be with amid a crowd of people, with a public in front of you?
I think so. I no one never said that to me, but I really believe so. Yeah, that adrenaline with the people and the possibility of failing, all that's an adrenaline rush, yes.
L'adrénaline, c'est quelque chose qui vous manquait?
Is it something that you were missing, adrenaline?
It's possible, yes.
Est-ce qu'on est toujours accro avec le public et avec justement cette adrénaline? C'est quelque chose dont vous aviez besoin?
Being with the public, this adrenaline, is it a kind of addiction? Is it something that you need?
Yes, it is an addiction. It's just, it's not what I need, it's just what I do. That's all I want to do is perform. I'm a performer and that's all I want to do. If I'm not a performer, I don't want to do anything. I just don't want to do nothing if I can't perform for people. That's all I want to do. That's all I ever wanted to do.
Alors cette date ici à Monaco, c'est unique. En France, c'est votre seule représentation. En fait, ce one-man show, c'est le meilleur moyen de vous connaître, non?
So this one-man show performance here in Europe is the only date right in Europe. It's the best way to get to know you, actually, isn't it?
No, in certain ways. People know me, but they know me from different perspectives. They know me from another perspective once I do my show.
Vous parlez de choses très personnelles dans ce show. Vous parlez de votre mère, de votre famille. Il y a beaucoup d'anecdotes, non?
You talk about a lot of personal anecdotes about your family, about your mother. Can you talk about this?
Yeah, I used to talk about my life. It's pretty much looking at my life from a chronological perspective, and from the day I was born to pretty much now.
C'est grisant de faire rire des gens. Il y a quelque chose d'excitant.
Is it exciting to make people laugh?
Yeah, it's pretty much a roller coaster of emotions. You know, people are gonna laugh. You know, this is what I've heard from people that viewed the show. People laugh, people cry, people are ambiguous, people are like, whoa, people are a little, hey, you know, it's just so many different emotions during the show. So that's what makes it so, I don't know, interesting, exciting, and a little eclectic as well.
Pour être honnête, est-ce que vous aviez plus le trac en rentrant sur un ring ou sur scène?
Did you have more fear before getting on the ring or before getting on the stage?
Pretty much the same. You know, I don't do anything unless I take the risk. If I fail, I'm gonna be humiliated. Pretty much. That's just that's my adrenaline. You know, that I succeed highly, I fail miserably. You know, there's no in between. And with those thoughts, it helps me, you know, rise to the occasion and able to perform better than I'm normally able to perform.
Je crois que vous rigolez pas mal, vous vous moquez pas mal de Don King dans ce show.
You are making fun of Don King a lot, aren't you?
I don't think I'm making fun of a lot of people. I'm just expressing my life, what I know about my life. I don't think it's funny. It's just me expressing what he was or how he conducted himself. Some people look at it as being funny. He likes people laughing at him anyway, so it's really nothing new.
Curieusement, on n'a pas vu de film sur vous au cinéma. Est-ce que c'est vous qui avez dit non pour l'instant ou pourquoi? C'est bizarre.
Strangely enough, we haven't seen any movies about you yet Is it you who have said no, or until
Well,
now?
I've never considered doing a movie, but Jamie Foxx was contemplating doing a movie, and we were in negotiations talking about it, and we're talking about it now. We'll see what happens within a year or so.
Si quelqu'un devait vous incarner au cinéma, vous aimeriez que ce soit quel acteur?
What kind of actor would you like to actually embody your character?
Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx. He
Pour-
wants to do it.
Pourquoi? Pourquoi
Why?
ça serait l'idéal?
Well, he's a great actor. He proved that with his performance in doing Ray, and he really believes that he could do a great imitation of me as well. I think he's going to do a good job. He's really good. He's really good in those particular genres and emulating people.
Quelques questions sur votre carrière et sur le sport. Canal+, notre chaîne, a diffusé tous vos combats à l'époque. Est-ce que votre carrière elle a changé le 22 novembre 1986 quand vous avez battu Trevor Berbick?
So Canal Plus, our channel, has actually broadcast all your fights at the
I
time.
know, yes.
And could we say that 22nd of November '86 was really a U-turn in your career when you actually you fought and won against Trevor Berbick?
Say that again.
Could you say that the 22nd of November '86 was actually a U-turn in your life, in your career, because you won that day?
Well, that was a big accomplishment for me because that's something I've been aiming for since I was 12 years old. That was my goal, and I was pretty grateful to be able to accomplish that. And now I'm just doing different things in my life, but I'm really grateful for being a fighter, to giving me a platform to do other things, like talk to you guys, do the one-man show, do movies, and I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful to boxing.
Est-ce qu'à cette époque, quand vous rentriez sur un ring, où vous étiez tellement fort, vous avez réuni tous les titres, est-ce que vous faisiez tellement peur à vos adversaires? Est-ce que vous n'aviez pas un peu déjà gagné les combats avant que ça ait lieu, tellement les autres avaient peur?
At the time when you were really winning all the fights and so on, and you were getting on the ring and everybody was scared about you, hadn't you already won when you actually entered the ring already?
It's a possibility. You have to ask my opponent. I don't know, but I just know I came to fight.
Mike, nous sommes au salon Sportel où tous les grands décideurs viennent acheter des droits sportifs. Est-ce que vous trouvez que la boxe est à sa place aujourd'hui dans ce business face à la concurrence comme la NBA ou la NFL?
So we're at the Sportel Fair right now, where we talk about audiovisual rights, and you have lots of decision makers in the sports industry. Do you think that boxing industry actually has its place facing the competition of NBL and NBA? What do you think about that?
Boxing is pretty much, even though it's involved with the sporting world, boxing is pretty much its own entity because it doesn't have no governing body, pretty much. You know, they don't have a commission looking over boxing. They don't. I don't know. Boxing's pretty tricky. You know, they have promoters, and these guys can have fights wherever they want, and there's really nobody that's going to oversee it. You know, like everyone can have their health insurance. Boxing really don't have no life insurance and health insurance factor if anything happens to them. It's just I don't know. It's just never happened to boxing like that. Boxing's not governed by any particular, just boxing. It's not governed like by any commissioner. Like there's nobody like that. Like the baseball have their commission and what they're gonna do. They need to be governed by the government. And people should be guaranteed they're going to get paid. There shouldn't be no skullduggery done behind the table. Boxing's the only business, which is a great business. It's just the only sport where everything's not always 100% on top of the table. There's some stuff going on under the table, and that's why I involved myself with boxing and being promoter for at least an I Mike production. That's not going to ever happen.
Est-ce que c'est pour ça peut-être que la boxe aujourd'hui subit la concurrence du free fight ou du K1? Est-ce que la boxe a su s'adapter face à cette concurrence?
Is this why actually boxing is facing the competition of K1 and free fights? Do you think that it could adapt itself facing this competition to
Well, you know,
find its place?
It's really no competition. It's just that it's new. The MMA is pretty much new from a world perspective, and it's getting really popular in America, but it's pretty much new and it's taking off. But as you know, at the end of the day, boxing is always going to have the highest paid athlete. You know, Floyd Mayweather was the highest paid athlete. When I was fighting, I was the highest paid athlete in the world. And they're going to always have those figures, and that's just the way it's going to be when there's a very exciting fighter in the boxing world.
Pour le grand public, la boxe, c'est Mohamed Ali et Mike Tyson. Quand est-ce qu'on reverra un jour un Mike Tyson? Vous pensez que c'est possible? Et si vous avez déjà un nom?
For us, boxing industry, the great iconic figures are Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. Do you think there will be another iconic figure like yourself?
Oh,
Do you
there's
have
no
a name?
doubt about it, yes. Well, there's no name, but they're going to come. It's going to happen. It always happens. 10, 15 years ago, there's probably a doldrums in boxing, but there's always going to come, there's going to be somebody, especially a heavyweight, that come and really take the sport to another level.
Dernière question. Est-ce que pour vous, vous êtes le plus grand boxeur de l'histoire?
Last question. In your mind, are you the greatest boxer in history?
No, not by far. I just have more opportunities, the more fighters, and it's not necessarily that I'm better than the greatest fighters. They're better fighters. I just look better when I'm fighting, but they're better fighters.
Juste encore une petite question. Est-ce que vous avez des nouvelles d'Evander Holyfield qui est devenu votre ami avec cette fameuse publicité?
Do you have some news from Evander Holyfield, who has become your friend since the last ad you made together?
No news. I see him at the events. Me and him have events where we sign autographs, and I see him at some of the fights. But.
Merci beaucoup Mike Tyson d'avoir répondu aux questions du groupe Canal+.
Thank you for your answers to the questions from Canal+.
Thank you very much for having me.
And I have one request.
Ouais, mais là dedans c'est pas dans la vidéo. Là c'est pas dans la vidéo.
Responsible from the press at Sportel, who did the schedule, and Claire, who's stuck out there, but she will be coming soon. Voilà. Oui. Would you like to have a drink? Would you like to strike straight away? You ready? Okay.